Hi everyone, my name's Kara and I'm a program specialist with Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan, and today I'm going to show you a super fun activity from NASA that junior Girl Scouts can do to complete their Space Science Investigator badge. What we're going to be doing is building a model satellite using items that you find from around the house. All you need to do this are glue, tape, or some other kind of adhesive, scissors, and a collection of small items that you find in your junk drawer, your recycling, really anywhere. I took a look around my house and these are the items that I came up with. I've got my scissors, tape, and glue over here, as well as some different colors of origami paper and aluminum foil that I'll use to decorate my satellite when it's complete. I've also got some cardboard boxes, caps, screws, and lids that are going to be the different components of my satellite. And over here, I've got some items like rubber bands, toothpicks, and paper clips that I thought might help me construct my satellite as we move forward. You can look up pictures of satellites for inspiration or come up with something totally unique, but make sure you check with an adult that the items you chose are okay to use in your satellite. That's super important. So first we're going to make our satellite's container. The container is the part of the satellite that holds everything together and protects the satellite's internal equipment from damage. So I'm going to use these two raisin boxes as my container. I'm just taking some Scotch tape here and we're going to go around the outside and attach them to each other. So just take this, just like that. Wrap it around the edges here. Get another piece. Now that we have our satellite's container, we can get started on our power sources. Now, real satellites usually use solar panels and batteries to generate electricity. So to create a solar panel, I'm taking a panel of a tissue box that I cut off and this piece of aluminum foil. And I'm just going to start by wrapping this foil around our cardboard. Right, and to make it look a little more realistic, I'm just taking a permanent marker and I am going to draw some lines to make some individual panels. All right, now that I've had some lines on there, I'm just going to take one of my toothpicks that I found earlier and some Scotch tape. And I'm going to attach this toothpick to the back of my solar panel. Make sure you leave a little bit hanging off, as you can see here, because what we're going to do, if you decide to do the same thing I'm doing, is we're going to use the toothpick to attach this to our container. So I'm going to take a push pin. You might need an adult's help to poke a hole in the side of your container if you decide to go this route. You see right here, just poking that right on the side. And we'll go ahead and attach our first power source. I'm also going to add a couple of batteries to my satellite. I found a couple of loose screws in our junk drawer that I'm going to use as super glue to attach to the side of our container. And again, this is just what I'm doing. You can even invent a power source that nobody's thought of before if you like. There we go. So I've got my power sources added to my container, and now we'll add some instruments to our satellite. An instrument are all the tools that your satellite uses to collect data. So things like camera lenses and computers and things that take measurements. So think about if you were going to send a satellite into space, what sort of instruments would you include? I decided to make some fancy camera lenses using these different plastic bottle caps and some washers that I found in our junk drawer. I'm just going to go ahead and take some masking tape. I actually had a little bit of trouble using the super glue to attach my battery packs here, live and learn. I'm just making a couple of loops, attaching them to the back, and we'll pop those along the side of our container. Now we have our cameras attached and it's time to make some communication devices for our satellite. So these are going to allow our satellite to communicate with us back on Earth and send back all the valuable data that our satellite is finding. And they usually look like dishes or antennas. So I found this canning lid and a drywall screw that I thought would make a great set of communication devices. And I also made this orientation finder for my satellite. It looks a little bit like a cone, as you can see. The orientation finder is also super important because it looks at the location of the stars and the sun in space to determine where in the solar system the satellite is. All right, our satellite has all the tools it needs for its journey into the solar system. We've got our container, our power sources, our orientation finder, our instruments, our cameras here, and our communication device ready to go. Before I send my satellite into space, I decided to give it a little bit of Girl Scouts flair. I used my origami paper to make this cool flag, and I've added these cool stickers to my instruments also for a little added touch. But you can have fun decorating yours however you want. You can even paint it, you could color on some paper and glue it to the sides, whatever you want. So here's my completed satellite. I hope that you found this video inspiring. We'd love to see your creation, so please upload a picture of your completed satellite to Facebook or Instagram and tag us at gshom, but make sure you get a parent's permission first before you do. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.